Shiftlock is one of the key components to doing well in any sort of obby game, especially Juke's Towers of Hell. Shiftlock allows you to do long wraparounds, flick on ladders, get through tight spaces, and so much more. Now, what if you remove that mechanic from the game? How far do you think you could get? I'm gonna test that out today. Or, well, not even today exactly. I'm gonna be testing it over the next month or two. However long this series takes me, I have no clue. The rules of this are gonna be quite simple. Rule 1 is I cannot go into Shiftlock in any circumstance. That also includes first-person mode, except with first-person mode having a singular exception, being you can go into first-person to go right back out into a very close, unShiftlock camera view. I will show this later on in a certain tower that I use this in. Rule 2. I'm not allowed to buy or use any boost items from the shop or from an event. I am allowed to use certain healing items from shops or from areas like Arcane Areas Crystal if I end up getting it. But getting it is easier said than done. But without further ado, let's get into this. It's been a while since I've seen a screen like this before. I'm not able to go into this place. Wait a moment. So, I think we're gonna have to do this. And, yeah, let's start off with Ring 1. This is, okay, this is literally just after I've beaten, this is like the first thing I've done after beating my first soul crushing, which was JToH. Let's so I am slightly very like hyper right now. I am very much in like shock over beating JToH, so if I play a little bit weird for the beginning, we'll see. Shock, I truly am. I ended up beating Toast in a pretty quick time, which, to be fair, it is Toast, so not exactly like I'm surprised or anything. I ended up really quickly moving on to Neat, just because why not? But, like, it's fun, I guess. It's like a fun challenge. I will probably try every single, mini tower. Just because why not? Probably except Tat, because I don't feel like even trying that will be useless. I remember Tower of Anger might be quite boring, but at least it's a good free tower point. That I have very iffy feelings on. Sarah's might be some use. It's odd. Let's do Madness. Madness was the first tower I'd say was a little bit difficult in this challenge. No, I'm not. Shiftlock. Come on, one. Come on, one. Come, fuck. None of these stumbles really kept me down yet. I kind of quickly went over to Forgotten Ridge right after this and did two of the easier towers and met a friend along the way. Yeah, that was kind of funny, but I did end up beating Jolly Good Fun anyways. Now this is the first tower I actually thought would give me a bit of difficulty, if maybe not even being possible. Steeple of Lowell. It actually did catch me off guard that I was able to beat this so quickly. That was cool. Wow. The only other thing I did in this recording was get to Garden of Eshel, just to unlock the orb so I could get back to it later. This place looks like this. Tower of Keyboard Eating is probably the first really difficult tower in this entire thing. There's some jumps that are really hard to do when regarding to this challenge, like this one at the very end of the tower. Whew. Let's go. Oh. Yeah. Oh, that was hard. Whew. I decided to do Tower of Hack because I already had practiced it, and it was relatively easy. There was this interesting skip that I actually was able to use that I don't think really helped me, but, you know, just saved a little bit of time. Now I did Sour, which was a tower I expected to really dislike, but I was able to do it quite quickly, so it wasn't the worst thing ever. I was also able to knock out Steeple Apparel in pretty quick time. And then fire without recording accidentally, so yeah, I only have the wind room. I also ended up attempting tower versatility, which gave me a lot of issues. I never actually completed it this run. I ended up playing Tower Phone Snapping to end this session off, because I knew it was going to be kind of an easier tower. Yeah, to be fair, I kind of did expect this to be easy. In the start of the next session, I moved on to Garden of Eshel, doing the easier steeples of that area. There was actually an issue with Steeple of Overgrowth. Steeple of Overgrowth has a small section at the beginning of the tower where you have to fit through this smaller gap, which you cannot do without Shiftlock on. So I ended up using a skip that would skip this section, but it was quite hard to pull off. I soon attempted Deep Darkness, but then realized it was not possible to do because of this one stud gap that I was not able to turn into, unfortunately. The last thing I did was re-attempt Tower Versatility, which kind of didn't work. I ended up quitting after falling quite far multiple times. Well, to be fair... And that's all for right now. I ended up stopping after this last versatility session, but I will continue this quite soon. I'm going to zones for the next episode, so hope you all check that one out when it comes out. It might be coming out the next week after this one drops. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in, and wish me luck.